Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cama, founder of Total Body Transformation Camp. And in this video, what I want to share with you is how to stay motivated when you're seeing slow progress with your body transformation. Whether it is that you're trying to lose weight or tone up or run a certain distance, or maybe you have a specific goal where you want to transform the way that you look or feel, but you find that it's becoming a very slow process, and in result of that, you're starting to become demotivated. You become overwhelmed. And the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because recently I was just sitting down with a one-on-one coaching client, and she was describing to me how she's feeling demotivated and she keeps self-sabotaging herself by overeating because she constantly focuses on how far she has to go to achieve her ultimate body transformation goal, right? And I described to her basically the principles I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, which I'm sure is going to help you, because once we have that coaching session, she's back on track and she's focused again. And she's not overeating like she used to self-sabotage her, I guess, perception of how far she has to go. So one of the things I want to share with you first, before I draw something up here, is I want to describe to you one of the biggest principles that I believe you need to focus on if you want to stay on track and start to take away that lack of motivation when you're constantly focusing on how far you have to go. And one of the things I want you to do is start to focus on where you want to go instead of where you are. Because if you're constantly focusing on where you are now in comparison to how far you have to go, sometimes it can feel like a very big gap, right? And you say to yourself, well, for example, I want to lose 20 kilograms, and 20 kilograms is such a big amount, and I have so far to go. And all of a sudden, you're constantly focusing on where you are now in comparison to where you want to be, and then from that gap, you start to become demotivated, or you self-sabotage, or you even give up. So what are the things you need to do? Number one, I want you to start focusing on where you want to go instead of where you are now. And one of the key ways you can focus on where you want to go is by start to indulge yourself in daily visualization. If you haven't heard of visualization before, what it basically is you're just closing your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes, engaging all of your senses and really starting to see, feel, experience, hear, smell, all of the experiences you want to have when you create this body transformation. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to actually speak it out loud. So I'll tell you what my ritual is. When I do my workout, I'm very fortunate enough to have a sauna at the gym that I go to. So I only do this, by the way, when there's no one in there. But if there is people in there, I'll tell you what I do. Now you don't have to have a sauna, you can just do this at home, or in your bedroom, wherever you want to go, right? Or maybe when you're driving, before you go to work, before you go to the gym, or after you go to the gym, you're just sitting in your car. And what I'm doing is I'm speaking out loud the result that I want to create, and I'm engaging all of my senses, my visual sense, me seeing it, my auditory sense, me hearing it, right? And I'm really, and all the other senses, my smell, my kinesthetics, and me feeling, what emotions am I going to feel? What's the energy I'm going to be feeling? What's the accomplishment feeling that I'm going to have when I create that body transformation? So what it may look like is I'm closing my eyes, and all of a sudden I describe out loud, what would I be seeing? What would I be hearing? What would I be feeling? So for example, I may say something like, okay, so I'm waking up early in the morning and I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling energetic. I wake up with a big smile on my face, feeling grateful for the day ahead. I get up and I take my shirt off. I look at myself in the mirror and I sit and I just stare. And I start to feel this big sense of accomplishment on how far I've come. I start to look at my abs and I see some chiseled abs. I start to look at my chest and I see a chiseled chest. I see some big biceps, or whatever it is. You may have different goals. I know majority of women, I guess, watch this channel, so that probably wouldn't work for you, right? But whatever it is for you, maybe it's for you. You're seeing a slim waist, a toned waist, toned arms, right? Whatever it is, you're describing it out loud and you're really starting to, I guess, focus on where is that result that you wanted to go. And all of a sudden, where you are now becomes irrelevant. Especially when you have the belief, the certainty that you're going to get here no matter what. All of a sudden, it's just about the baby steps now. So that's number one. I want you to focus on instead of where you are now, where you want to go. By indulging in 5 to 10 minutes every single day of visualization. right? And I'm not just doing this for my health, by the way. I'm doing this for all areas of my life, right? So you gotta get clarity on that first. But the second thing I want to show you, and I spoke to my client about this, I told her to create a timeline, right? So what it may look like for you, let's say that this is your timeline here, and this is where you are now, right? Here you are now, and right now, you know, you're feeling pretty unhappy, right? Maybe you're feeling okay, but in the future, you have a goal over here, and I don't know how long that's going to be. Maybe for you, it's 6 months, maybe for you, it's a year, maybe for you, it's 2 years. I don't know what goal you have or how long it's going to take, but let's say that you have a 1-year goal, just as an example, to lose 20 kilograms, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to create a goal, but then scale backwards and create mini milestones, so then that way it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So what it may look like is this. Let's say that your goal over here is to lose 20 kilograms, right? That's your goal. You want to lose 20 kilograms in 12 months, okay? 12 months. Now, sometimes, maybe your goal is big, maybe it's small, maybe you have this exact goal. But if you're over here and you want to lose 20 kilograms, sometimes that can feel so far away, or sometimes that can feel it can be so far out of your reach. So what I want you to do is start to scale backwards and create mini milestones. So what that may look like is, instead, what I want you to do is create a new goal within 9 months. So for example, you may have a new goal now. So in 9 months time, I want you to ask this question. In order for me to be on track to lose 20 kilograms within 12 months, how many kilograms do I need to lose within 9 months? Okay? And for you, that may be 15 kilograms. So you want to lose 15 kilograms within 9 months. And you say to yourself, well, okay, how many kilograms do I need to lose in order for me to be on track within 6 months, in order for me to be on track to lose 15 kilograms within 9 months? So maybe for you, that didn't make sense to me at all. So let me just rephrase that question. In 6 months' time, how many kilograms do I need to lose in order for me to be on track to lose 15 kilograms within 9 months? Now that makes sense, right? So for you, that may be to lose 10 kilograms. And all of a sudden, it's starting to feel less overwhelming. And you do the exact same thing. Well, in 3 months' time, in order for me to be on track to lose 10 kilograms within 6 months, how many kilograms do I need to lose within 3 months? And then it may be, okay, within 3 months' time, I want to lose 5 kilograms. And all of a sudden, it starts to become a lot more achievable. Do you see how this little process here starts to become less overwhelming about how far you need to go? So what I want you to do is grab a pen and a paper out and start to do this. If you're feeling so overwhelmed, or you're feeling demotivated for how far you have to go with your body transformation journey. And maybe for you it's a dress size. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe you want to run 21, or maybe you want to run a marathon within 1 year. Well, you say to yourself, okay, well, within 6 months I want to run half a marathon. Well, okay, let's say a new one. In 6 months' time, I want to lose 3 dress sizes, okay? So, well, for you it may be, well, in 3 months' time, I want to lose 1 dress size, or 2 dress sizes, or something like that, right? But you're scaling back, you're working things backwards, and you're setting yourself mini milestones. But here's where it becomes interesting. What I want you to do is create an incentive for you accomplishing this goal. Create a reward, incentivize yourself. So for example, you may say, when I lose 5 kilograms within 3 months' time, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy myself a new dress, right? And then when I hit this goal here, I want to go and take let's say I want to go and get away somewhere. I want to go in a hotel, or I want to go on a holiday. Or maybe that holiday may be when you hit this goal. Because you want to start to reward yourself. Because what happens is you start to become more motivated, because not only do you have something to look forward to, just by losing the kilograms, but you have something to look forward to by creating that incentive for yourself. So these are some simple tips that you can do in order for you to stay on track with your goals if you're feeling demotivated because you're getting slow progress. And just know that it's okay to go slow. It's not always about losing 12 kilograms within 8 weeks. I know you've probably seen some body progression photos or some testimonials from other people, and just know, by the way, that it's a very small amount of people who get those kinds of results. For example, as you probably know, I hold a big boot camp as well. And for every, let's say, 50 girls who go through the boot camp, there's gonna be at least 2 to 3 on average that are gonna get really big results in a short period of time. It's a very small amount, and the other 47, they're gonna get results, but it may be a little bit slower. Some may not even get any results because of the work that they're putting in. It's all up to you. So what I want you to do is just be patient with this. It's okay to go slow. It's all about taking baby steps, one step at a time. And all of a sudden, when you take those baby steps, you look back, and it doesn't seem it didn't seem like that far of a journey. So I want you to apply those tips into your life, those principles into your life. And I want you to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this. Is this helpful? And is there anything else that I should have added to this video? So I want you to leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. And until I see you in the next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.